let's talk about the Hespar today. This weapon has some uniqueness going on. I'm not sure if it is a feature or a bug or a characteristic, whatever you want to call it. If you ever build around heavy attacks in the game, you know that you can use the 2 heavy attacks and only consume your combo from your combo counter once. That is actually a feature in the game, but that actually doesn't apply to the Hespar. Let's build some combo. So what should happen is for us to use both heavy attacks and spend the combo counter only once. But that's not how it works. If we timed it correctly, it should work. But I tried increasing the attack speed, the wind-ups, also the wind-up speed for the heavy attack. Nothing seems to affect it. It's just it's treating it as 2 separate attacks, consuming the combo counter twice, thus making your second heavy attack much weaker because it's not going to be consuming from 12 times. It's going to be consuming from 7 times, which is kind of bad. So really not sure if that's a bug, if that went unnoticed by the team, or if that was on purpose. Now I want to talk a little bit about the stance and how it kind of looks, kind of feels like the regular Scythes. It's even more interesting what they've done to Gale Force Dawn, because it's actually quite similar to how Reaping Spiral works. If you take a look on the attacks on each stance, they're actually quite similar. The standing combo, the third attack has the same amount of damage, has a knockdown, pretty interesting. Also, it doesn't have a standing block attack, it deals the same as if you were just standing. And the third attack on both Reaping Spiral and Gale Force Dawn, it's super easy to land a headshot, which can actually allow you to go, let's say, make a level cap with the Hespar without using heavy attacks. Actually building for maximum damage when you land a slash proc on the enemy head. Just like that. Another thing to notice is that the Hespar actually has a guaranteed slash proc on the heavy attack. You won't see it on the page, the melee page, where it talks about the heavy attack, has the chart. But when you get into the Gale Force Dawn page, you'll see that there is indeed the heavy attack. It has a forced impact proc and a forced slash proc. You can see that better. Just took out all the mods. No, nothing to benefit it, to buff it. You got 1 slash proc from our status chance and 1 from the heavy attack. Again, kind of lucky. Bruh. Yeah, now 2 impact procs. Slash is the highest on the IPS anyway, so if we get a proc, the chances are it has a good chance of being a slash. Another thing that since the beginning, look at the balance just walking around with this weapon. This thing is massive. It does like little to no movement, you know. Now, here it like kind of wiggles a bit, but when you're just walking, it's just so steady. It's like it seems like it's like a weightless for our frames. Our frames are so strong, this thing like weighs nothing. It's just so crazy. I like the Hespar. I actually saw this thing about the heavy attack. It's not. I don't think it's even on the wiki, but in the live stream 2 days ago, people were talking about how much the Hespar Ravens are expensive, and that we couldn't really tell why. But really, this whole thing about the heavy attack is something that should have been fixed already if it is a bug, I think, or maybe no one cared too much about it to report or anything like that. Did you know this about the Hespar? Leave in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about this weapon. Would you like to see a level cap with it? Leave it on the comments, leave it a like, and consider subscribing.